take a look at the Longines Conquest Heritage. This is the 2025 Year of the Snake limited edition. Only 2,025 of these made. So big thanks to Tyler over at Exquisite Timepieces in Naples, Florida for sending this over, as well as a batch of the new GMT Doxa watches. I'll get that video done as soon as I can. But let's take a quick look at this guy first. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Longines. I have the Big Eye titanium. They make some great watches at relatively affordable price points, depending on your perspective, I suppose, but they do offer quite a bit of value at their price points. Here's a special case back done just for this model. They're not individually numbered, rather they say one of 2025, and they all have this crazy artist's snake with a mushroom in its mouth, I guess. But it's a famous Chinese artist that constructed that. I'll put a link in the description down below to this watch at Exquisite, as well as direct contact information so you can get a hold of Tyler and tell him I sent you. The price point on this, $31.50. Let's get into the size. 40 millimeter case, 47.5 millimeter lug to lug, full polished, only 11 millimeter thick. You can see you have that slightly domed sapphire crystal with AR coating top and bottom of it. You have a 20 millimeter lug opening. This really well done alligator strap. Very minor amount of padding up here. I'm not a huge fan of watches that have a ton of padding. I feel like it takes too long for them to break in for me. So this is minor, and I think it'll break in really nice. You have a 6 millimeter push-pull signed crown. You know, I didn't get the water resist on this. I'm assuming it's like 100 or 50 meters. It doesn't say in the case back, but it'll say in the description. So go click that if you're interested, if you could go swimming with this. I highly recommend not doing that. But beautiful red dial on this with the gold accents and a gold handset, as well as an applied logo just above the or below the Longines printing. Automatic Conquest, Swiss made, really clean dial on this thing. Inside, the automatic movement that runs this is the L888.5, 72-hour power reserve, and runs at, I think, 3.5 hertz, if I'm not mistaken, to increase that power reserve. Let me put this on my 7 1/4 inch wrist so you can see what that looks like. In case you were wondering what I was wearing, the Doxa Sub 300T, which was also sourced from Exquisite Timepieces. I'm going to put these Longines next to each other because that would be, you know, basically this watch, and then maybe add like the Longines Conquest Hydro Diver, I think, or whatever it's called. And you got yourself a nice little 3-watch collection right there, I think. Maybe try to find one that is also limited edition, because like this one's limited and it's definitely like unique and special. This one's not limited, but you know, a grade 5 titanium and the petrol blue dial and everything like that. And then you add a really cool Longines diver to go with it. And you got yourself a 3 Longines unique collection going on there. So if that's something that interests you. Yeah, this strap is perfect for this watch. There it is on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. So you can see what that looks like. Super thin and a great dress casual type watch. I mean, you could wear this in anything. I think, you know, on the black alligator strap, it's perfect, but you could mix that up and do something to kind of dress it down a little bit, and that would also work very well. So as long as I don't drop this thing. Okay, here we go. And there is a little bit of lume on this thing, so let me give it a quick blast of the UV light. It's on the hands and kind of inboard of those applied markers. So let's turn off the studio lights and check out the lume on this thing. There you go. Actually, a pretty interesting layout, because at the cardinal positions, they went on the outside of the markers, and all the other markers, they went on the inside. And then you have that thin line of the hour and minute hand. So plenty legible. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next vid.